Hello, Taurus. It's Emily Gear, the multi-dimensional channel and transformative energy healer. I don't know why I keep getting that wrong. I am changing up a little bit of what I'm doing. I'm going to be trying to get out weekly or monthly Zodiac sign readings as per a request from some of my viewers, and it's something I've been thinking about myself for just a little bit. So I'm going to give it a shot. I do anticipate being traveling next week, so I'm doing this week's reading for 2 weeks, okay? There will also be an extended read in Vimeo, and the link to that will be in the description box below. If you do decide that you want a private reading or energy healing session with me, that information is also in the description box, but my website is IamEmilyGear.com, and all the information you need to schedule with me is there. So we're going to go ahead and get started with a reading for Taurus, whether you are Taurus sun, moon, rising, or even Venus sign. We often deal with relationships in our readings, and just sort of see what's going on for you guys for the next, the beginning of this week was the 9th, which is yesterday. So from the 9th up to the next 14 days after that, okay? Taurus, this is Taurus. Sun, moon, and rising sign, please, for Taurus. Going on for Taurus, sun, moon, rising. All right, guys, I see the full moon coming up right here. What's going on for you guys at the time of the full moon, which is indeed right during this 2-week period. So here's the full moon. It is a Sagittarius full moon, and so we have the King of Wands here, which could be about that Sagittarian energy, that that empowerment, that expansion, that Jupiterian type energy, okay? This could also be you. This could also be you stepping into a greater sense of your own power. We've got the Eight of Wands coming out with the Strength card, which actually Aries also had something similar come out. But for you, I am actually feeling it a little bit different. I'm actually feeling like this full moon here may represent the end of a rather heavy, difficult situation that you might have been going through. I feel like there's a lifting in energy for you guys around the time of the full moon. That is indeed your opposite sign. So it could be that it is sort of harmoniously working with your energy in order to lift. That is not your opposite sign. What am I talking about? Gemini is the opposite sign. So in either case, I do feel like just intuitively this lifting of sort of a more heavy corporeal type energy. You might be feeling literally like you're trying to drag a bear with you or something. It's almost like, you know, the phrase carrying around a beast came up in the Aries reading, and that was more about carrying that beast around the heart. But I almost feel it in my entire body. Like you guys have been trudging along, feeling exhausted, feeling tired, feeling weighed down by life, by emotions. I really feel like there's a very physical exhaustion that you may have been feeling throughout this time period. That really lifts. Okay, so feel good about that. I do feel like there's a clearing that comes in for you, not only with the full moon, but with some of the ascension energies that are coming in at this time. Let's see what else wants to come out here. What else is for Taurus for the next 2 weeks, please? More information for Taurus for the next 2 weeks. All right. Okay. Yeah. So we've got the 7. always have to count to make sure that I read it right. The Seven of Cups with the World. And I'm really getting this sense of like your head just spinning and like feeling like you're having a difficult time really knowing which way to go. It's like being fragmented, kind of like stuck. And it's almost like I just feel like this sense of exhaustion and heaviness. And with this Seven of Cups, it's almost like you're having a hard time focusing on stuff, or at least you had been having a hard time focusing on things because of the way that you feel. You just weren't getting motivated. I'm feeling like no motivation, no, these cups are devoid of like water. It's like you're thirsty, you're exhausting, you've been trudging through a desert for some time. But that cycle is coming to a close with this World card here. So that is closing up. I have to believe it's around this full moon, which is on the 17th, because of its appearance at all in this reading. It would only make sense that that's the time at which you feel very much like you are now empowered, okay? And it's because I'm definitely feeling like this sense of peeling away or rolling away, this heaviness that's been surrounding you, this bear. So it's like you're wearing a bear costume. It's kind of like what it is. There's this huge meaty animal like around you. It could be physically that you're dealing with people whose energy is so big that it's exhausting. Okay, that they're like completely draining your power, draining your energy. It could also just be the times. Like I'm actually feeling like the atmosphere is heavy for you guys right now. But as these cards said, that is changing up a little bit here. What else is coming up for Taurus? All right. I think you're going to be asked to dig really deep. I just heard dig really deep. Dig deep. You've got the Seven of Swords coming up here with the Emperor and the Hierophant. So two very masculine, very powerful energies. And it's like you've got that inside of you. You've got it to overcome whatever this like, I'm almost feeling like it's a depression. Like that's the bear. The bear is the depression. And you may have to dig deep to find this power and this truth within you. That is somehow the key to opening the doorway to this. That and this making use of this energy that's coming in your favor, okay? Through this full moon. There will be a clearing. There will be a clearing. I'm just getting this strange feeling that you may have been feeling a little bit like led to slaughter recently. I don't know why all this animal imagery, it's very weird. You might have been on the receiving end of some either very unjust or potentially cruel accusations or treatment of some way, something that I feel that you probably that you did not deserve, that you were probably either caught up in this, or you did the right thing but somebody still had something to say about it, or you weren't able to help what happened. But it's so easy to twist the idea of leadership or somebody who's in charge of something like the Hierophant and the Emperor would be, into projecting it as if it's some sort of tyranny or some sort of person who's attempting to control, when you can be a leader with good intentions. You can be a leader who's doing the best that they can. You are a human being. And I feel like there's, I don't know why I'm feeling this exactly, but I am feeling this sense of feeling kicked while you're down, or being, you know, some kind of bull led to slaughter. Maybe that's that Taurus energy, imagery in general. But it's almost like this emperor looks like haggard. He looks exhausted. And I just feel like you might have been dragged through the mud a little bit recently. And that may be part of the depression, the heaviness, the bear. I don't know. Is there some culture that calls depression the bear? That just dawned on me. But that's what it feels like. It's like you're wearing a bear over you. And your head is just spinning from all the different directions that people are either maybe pointing fingers or needing your attention, needing your help. It might not be on this level of accusation, but it could just be on this level of demanding of your attention, okay? And so again, like, you have the strength within you, and you have the integrity is the word I'm looking for. You have the integrity no matter what other people might be saying. And so it's important to really focus in, you know, getting out of this Seven of Cups energy and just really focusing in on what matters right now and what is true, what's true for you, what is your own truth, okay? And that's that digging deep into what is your truth. Because this is all the word that keeps wanting to come out is lies. So I don't know if somebody is telling untruths about you. This is all falsehood. This is all in the dark. This is all hidden. And you have to dig deep in order to get to your truth, your strength. All right? I don't want to scare you with any of this. Like, I feel like you're already in it. That energy is heavy. You're already in it. And so what this reading is really talking about is the process of digging deep and the process of coming out on the other side, having been empowered, having taken control of this bear, whatever that is, okay? And ending that cycle for yourself for good. Let's get one more card here before we move on to the extended with the relationship read and the energy healing. One more card, please, for Taurus to wrap this section up. One more card for Taurus, please. Ace of Cups. This is what is down deep. This is what you're digging deep for. This is that self-love and that self-respect and that integrity and that font, ever-flowing font within you that you will need to access in order to give sustenance to this emperor, to the emperor that you are, that you know you can be, okay? I feel this sense of righteousness. I don't love that word because it's used in so many negative ways, but the sense of righteousness within you, and that only you may be the only person who knows it's there, but you are the only person who needs to know it's there, okay? And as long as you're drawing from this font, and this font is always kept full, you have nothing to worry about. This is that dove. This is that, like, justice, that absolution, that peace that comes from within, regardless of what's going on the outside. And so if life is really feeling heavy to you right now, just know that font inside you of self-love, of loving yourself, or if not self-love, then the love of source, or anything else that you love and depends on you, right? As the Emperor and the Hierophant, there are people that love and honor and support you. And so if that is what you need to tap into in order to get yourself through, then do it. But you are getting divine guidance. This is clearing for you. Okay, this is wrapping up. And there, with this Ace of Cups here, I know that there is positive stuff on the way, and the reading itself opened with the King of Wands at the full moon. So just know that if you need to look forward to something, then look forward to that full moon, that everything will change for you by then, okay? If you're going to join me for the extended read on Vimeo, we're going to look at relationships, and we're going to do a short energy clearing, okay? The link to that is in the description box below. If this is where we part ways for this week, I am so thankful to have you, and I appreciate you watching. You can set up a private read or energy healing with me at IamEmilyGear.com. And until next time, see you later.